Hey guys, and welcome back to Dungeon Defenders. Today we are going to do Alchemical Laboratory on Nightmare Hardcore. And this is a boss level, so I am not certain how I'll do, basically. Nah. I've not tried the boss yet, which means I don't know how good my DPS will hold up. I should have 280 crystals to play with, and of course, first things first. Now this might not be a good tactic, so don't necessarily do it without consulting your pro gamer first. And I'm like not really a pro gamer at this, but I do sort of like using well, I did always use harpoons here, so I'm guessing might as well try that. Well, no, actually, probably not going to be much good. Because we want to go local. So how about putting traps here? This will give me enough, I guess, breathing time in the first wave to hopefully deal with these guys by hand. I remembered I want my defense to be quite centered, because then they can also deal with the boss. And the DPS on this guy is not great, but it should be fine for early waves. Now Jinn are of course annoying because they can technically unsummon, but if they won't do it, that's fine. Okay, luckily I have a half-decent seahorse, so like it is mostly good for tower stats, but still, as you can see, it can hold its own up. Now I want the Series EV. Okay, 4DU buff beams. Hate it when the terrain gets in the way. And 1DU reflect beams. Yes. 4DU and 1DU. And I can spend the rest later. Okay. Swap to the summoner quickly. Go into Overlord mode. I'm hoping this will work out. Don't really have much damage stuff put out yet, but luckily the gas traps are quite good. And this time I think I want mage minions. Once the gas trap actually stops working, they'll come close enough to be attacked. And I'll do archers first, because mages take even longer. Okay. Yeah. So I wonder why my minions aren't even doing anything. Oh well. It's going to be a lot less problematic after this wave, I promise. That's probably the disadvantage of having a large range on the gas traps. Whereas the minions apparently don't have that great range. But yeah, gas traps are great for dealing with Jinn as well. Completely paralyzes them and they're just standing there waiting. Of course, then you have to wait for the effect to wear off so enemies get in range of your other towers. But that's like a problem specific to this setup which I'm using. Which is probably not ideal. So I want to drop my mana and swap to the Aura Monk. Mostly because for a boss fight I think I want a healing aura in the center as well. Yeah, that should be fine. So time to go DPS. And with his near full resist, he can easily he should easily be able to deal with the boss, but as I said, I've not done it yet, so I don't know how strong exactly they are. But yeah, I definitely want the healing aura. The advantage of the trap setup I'm using is, of course, now the disadvantage is it's slow, but depending on what you're looking for, that can also be an advantage, because if I have like a minute at the end where I'm still able to upgrade and build stuff while the wave isn't even done, it just gives me more time. And I definitely want to +1 the gas traps. Actually, I'll go +2 on those. And then there's still the buff beams to consider. So yeah, this guy is just stuck there. He's too far away from my buff beams. And so if I hadn't run past, well, it's not important at the moment, so I didn't have to pay attention. But if I hadn't run past, I could have kept him there for a while longer and spent that time gathering crystals, upgrading, repairing if need be. So gas traps are really handy for that sort of stuff. Okay, 2 more guys. I can see them, that's perfect. And once more. Okay. Getting my traps back into working order. My auras should be fine. For the last wave, I obviously want my hero boost on, but I'm saving that for the boss. And this one. And this one. And one more level each for my auras, which yeah, they're buffed as well, so that's good. In case you're wondering, you can tell if something is buffed from these like red particle effect things. You can't really see them very well, but like they're quite visible now. There's like a particle effect if they're buffed, basically. And auras are buffed, of course, if they reach, any bit of them reaches a buff beam, so in a setup like this, where the defenses are fairly central, you will probably have them buffed. Okay. Now I do want to swap very quickly. Should have about a minute. Yeah, a little less, but that's okay. For doing a 5 DU, I guess, buff beam. And then putting a bunch of harpoons on that. Pointing inwards, of course. That's fine. And time to go DPS. I'm not certain if these, like, these harpoons here will be attacked by spiders, but just in case, they could punch a little more DPS on the boss. Just because I really don't know if that will be necessary. Okay, mana gathering time. I really want to be full for the boss. Or at least almost full, but yeah. Full is better. One more, who's over here? And now, boss fight incoming. So this might fail terribly, but we'll see. And gas traps should be resetting in a bit. Like they have a fairly large reset time. Like the sequences are being rendered in game. Never mind. I thought he would be a lot stronger, but apparently not. The video sequences are being rendered in game, so the point from which you usually see him approach was just blocked by my aura, so you saw like the white screen. At least that's what I think happened. Okay, so I guess just because we can, let's check out the items we got. Alright, nothing. Awesome. And guess these are decent-ish for really low-end DPS, but that's about it. So yeah, that's the first boss. I had expected him to be stronger, to be honest, but I didn't even have to do anything. Like, usually if you attack these 4 points here, these lightning capacitator, I don't know what they're supposed to be. If you attack these, if you break all 4 of them, he will get stunned for a while and take electric damage, quite a bit of it, and that, mostly because he's stunned, he can't attack, so that's a good time to hit him or fix defenses that are in urgent need. Anyway, that's this bit being done, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.